All right, everyday peoples is here with Kashuan Cooper.
How you doing, sir?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing fabulous.
All right. Word is you got a book about to shock the world and help elevate it to a whole new level of consciousness.
Well, shock the world, yes, but actually shocked myself. I didn't know that that I actually had this inside of me. So, I'm eager to see the response from this book. I know people I've shared this message with and shared a little bit about the book. They have been shocked, for better words, lack of better words, excuse me. So I'm just excited to be a part of this movement, excited to be a part of Change Lives.
I'm asking you several questions, and so the viewers here can understand what you're trying to do and appreciate your movement and get involved in it.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Rock and roll.
All right, no problem. What is your book called, first of all, and explain the concept of the book?
Well, this might be surprising, but maybe a little silly as well. I started writing the book, but I really haven't come up with a name, a title as of yet. However, I believe as I continue to keep writing and continue to talk to other men and interview other people, the title will come. But the concept of the book is fairly simple. 4 simple approaches to life, 4 different stages in life that we all are in. The 4 stages, if you drive, you may be familiar with this, but if you don't, I'm pretty sure that you still may be familiar with this. The 4 stages are drive, reverse, neutral, and park. No particular order that each stage falls in. Variable, each of us are in one particular stage, and I'm going to keep it really, really short. Park is a group of people who have been beaten up by life from varied events in life, such as child abuse, molestation, being raped, loss of a loved one. These are people who just said to themselves, enough is enough, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not moving any further, I am done. Then you have reverse. These are people who have, at this stage, reverse, this is a very, very magical stage, a very, very, a peculiar stage, this stage reverse is, because you're able to see your past and your future in the same stage. You're able to put your future in perspective and your past in perspective at the same stage, and it's up to you to have the courage to move forward or the lack of courage to stay in your past. These are people who not only address their past and move forward, but also address their past and make it their home. Then you have the people in neutral. You may be familiar with this phrase, this cliche, it is what it is. When I'm high, I'm high. When life is low, I'm low. This is the stage where life dictates and tell you exactly who you are. This is the stage where dreams are lost and you're just on a treadmill, just going absolutely nowhere in life. The next stage is drive. That's the ultimate stage to be in. This is the stage where you move forward by making a conscious effort, not allowing obstacles or adversity to stand in your way. This is the ultimate stage to be in your finances, in your health, in your job, in your personal relationships, and even with your spouses or partners. So that's the concept. The concept of the book is 4 identifiable stages that all of us lie in, and the ultimate goal is to get from reverse to drive, park to drive, or neutral to drive. That is the concept.
Sounds pretty interesting.
It is pretty interesting and very, very simple.
So I've noticed a lot of people growing up and, throughout various places I've lived, they're walking around and doing things that lively people do, but inside they seem to be dead. So that's a very interesting concept you have there.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct. Walking around as shells.
Yeah. Half the man or woman they used to be.
They say that at 25 you die, but at 65 you get buried. And and that's exactly what happens. We die at 25 and don't get buried until 65.
All right, I got another question. What inspired you to create this book? Because this is not something that just anybody I've ever seen would tackle, ever known as far as authors or celebrities trying to get into a different kind of lane of generating money. I've never seen this kind of approach. So what inspired you to create this book?
The inspiration is drawn from my childhood, is drawn from my life. Number one, money is not money is not the object at all. It is an honor to help other people. The inspiration came from me having dreams, goals, and wishes, and the inability to attain these dreams, goals, and wishes. We all have dreams, we all have goals, we all have wishes. And the question is, how do we get there? And that is the question that I had to myself. How do I get the financial freedom? How do I get, everybody in my household, everybody in my family suffers from diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. I don't want that. How do I get the freedom of the mind, the freedom of not worrying about the fear, freedom from fear? That was my inspiration. How do I go from almost weighing 300 pounds to now weighing almost 200 pounds and gaining 100 pounds in 1 year? See, that's where the inspiration came from. How do I go from existing to now living? That's where the inspiration came from. And the thing is, I see so many people in life clamoring, finding, looking, searching, trying to find themselves and coming up short. I was fortunate, I was blessed at 20 years old to find myself. I tell this wherever I go that in 2011, August 11th was the year I became a man. The year I decided and found out and realized that I create my own future, my own financial future, my own health future, my own relationship future, my own business and personal future. I create that. I can't blame it on the government. I can't blame it on the economy. I can't blame it on my childhood. I can't blame it on past relationships. I can't blame it on anything. The reason I am sitting here today, the reason I am what I am is because of my thoughts, my decisions and choices, and my actions. So therefore, I want to help people to go from point A to point B. That was my inspiration.
Wow, that was very powerful.
Thank you, sir.
I heard some of me in there, we all have our obstacles and, our trials and tribulations and whatnot. And I think overcoming obstacles is a part of life, actually.
It is a part of life.
And you can't, in my opinion, you can't grow an appreciation of life without overcoming and appreciating the fact that you had these obstacles, trials, and tribulations.
Exactly.
If you give up on overcoming them, actually a part of you just
die.
Yeah.
If you're not growing, you're dying. And one of my favorite quotes, it is possible to change and not grow, but it is impossible to grow and not change. And we have a lot of people going through life just changing and never growing. And it's my job, it is my moral obligation, it is my dream, my goal and wish to get people from changing and not growing to growing and now changing.
Very well said, sir. So let me ask you a question. You go outside on any ordinary day and you look at people, what would constitute someone that you see being in any of those four categories? And can they make a conscious effort to change fairly well, or will it be a challenge for them, in your opinion?
Well, let me answer the last part of the question first. I believe you said, does it take a conscious effort? Let me be honest with you. All of this takes a conscious effort. And I know this is not grammatically correct, but I'm going to say it anyway. It ain't going to happen by itself. That just ain't the case. You have to make a conscious effort to go from point A to point B. I said earlier that nobody is going to give you anything. Life doesn't just fall out the sky. Good health, a clean bill of health doesn't just fall out the sky. A healthy relationship doesn't just fall out the sky. Nothing in life falls out the sky except for obstacles. Obstacles is like the only thing that for some reason falls out the sky. A good brother of mine, Paul, Paul from the Bible, he says, even when I go to do good, evil is present. And that's the way obstacles are. Even when you try to do good, it just seems like time after time after time after time. A wall here, a wall there, a wall there. And it's up to you to drive through those walls. So what constitutes someone to be in one of these stages? Let's take drive. Drive is one of my favorite stages because you cannot fake results. I spoke to a brother earlier today. He said, I had to get real with myself. He said, I thought I was in drive, but after I took a closer look at the results, I realized I was only fooling myself. I was actually in neutral. And that's what constitutes results in drive. Drive, looking at people in drive, is a different group of people. I'm pretty sure you've seen somebody who's purpose driven, who is purposeful, where they don't look at life the same as those in people in drive do not look at life the same as people in reverse, neutral, and park. There's a sense of gratitude being in drive. There's a sense of urgency being in drive, because being in drive, we understand there are only but so many more tomorrows. So why not start living today and leaving the existing in the past? Hopefully I answered your question.
Yeah, you actually